Hello Earth and any other living being that could possibly be watching it that is not from our planet. I'm Edwin Watson and this is the third video of my little experiment called the $13 Project. The $13 Project is a project or a little experiment that I started to try see if I could start a business with only $13 or 100 Rand if you're South African and you're awesome. My first video explained how the $13 project was going to work. You can watch this video by clicking on me right now. Then, in my second video, I explained how much money I'd made from my first initial buying, if you could call it that, and how I plan to go a little bit further. In my second video, just to recap, you can click on me right now and go to it, but just to recap, I went and I bought a whole lot of games and I planned to sell them. And I was a bit worried. You can go watch the video by clicking on me right now. You probably have missed it if you haven't clicked on it already. Okay. But anyways, in the second video I bought a whole lot of games and I plan to sell them at a profit. And I actually made a video in between this video, the third video and the second video, and I was very like, oh, I haven't sold any games, blah blah blah, and I actually never posted it online. So from then till now, it's actually got a lot better and I've sold a lot of the games and merchandise that I had bought. So since the last time I spoke to you guys, which was 2 months ago, the company has grown from $64 or 502 Rand to a massive 1,229 Rand by simply selling games. Now of that money, 1,229 Rand, 250 Rand of it is current merchandise I still have from my last video, so it's games that I haven't sold. But of that money, I think it's 979 Rand is pure hard cash. And this is where I have to decide where my next idea comes from. I decided I wasn't going to go back into the gaming industry. It took way too long, 2 months to sell quite a few games. Look, I didn't make such a bad profit. I went quite high up, but it was very slow, and I just thought there was a bit too much competition in the industry, and I still have 3 games that I haven't sold yet, and so I'll keep those and see how it goes and sell them. But my next idea is exciting, I think. So just to recap, the last time I spoke to you, my business was $64 US. You know, and all in the profits and the money I started with, it's now grown to 129 if I'm not mistaken. No, $150. The business is now worth $150, and that's really good. If I'm not mistaken, I started with 100 Rand. That's 1,279. It's 13 times bigger than when I started 3 months ago. So it's growing fast, and you know, it's really exciting. And I know the initial startup wasn't a lot, which is what this whole project was all about. So it's quite exciting, and you know, you should be excited about this. You can see by the excitement in my voice. I haven't been like this in a video, have I? The question is, where do I go from here? What do I go back into? And I know I'm not going to go back into games. I know I'm not going to. It's just too slow and dull and boring, and there's too much competition, and it wasn't exciting. It was, it just happened and people bought it, and there was nothing unique about the product I was trying to sell in South Africa anyways. So the question is now, what do I go into? And I've decided to go completely off. I'm a geek, I like my gaming and Steve Jobs, you saw the first video if you hadn't clicked on my face in the first one and gone back to it. And so where do I go from here? And I've decided I'm going into the grooming industry. How's that for a field change? So what do I buy? Well, I was able to buy 5 razor pit blade sharpeners for 195 Rand each. That works out to be about 975 Rand. So I have 3 Rand left. Now you could possibly be asking, what is a razor pit? Well, a razor pit is a razor blade sharpener that is supposed to get you up to 150 shaves off one single blade. Now, I read a few reviews about this on the internet, and I did a bit of research, and all of the reviews were really positive, and guys were saying, okay, they might not get a whole 150 shaves off one blade, but they're most certainly able to get like 5 times more off. So if they had to throw a blade away every 3 shaves, they were able to use it up to 45 shaves, for example, or whatever. Some guys are obviously able to get a lot more. Like, I don't have a lot of growth, but anyways, I'll probably do a review on this. So now I've got 5 of these and I'm gonna see how it goes. 195 Rand, that was including shipping, postage, customs, tax, all of that. So I think I've got quite a competitive advantage on this. It's obviously not a very well-known product, but we'll just have to see how it goes. I might have to add a little bit of advertising there, and you know, I'm excited about it. Anyways, that's for my video. You've seen we've grown by, how much did I say, 13 times. We've got almost 1,300 Rand, $150 worth of business, and that was starting with only $13 or 100 Rand. And I think this has just been proof that, you know, it's possible for anybody to start a business with whatever they've got, and it's going really well. And I would recommend, you know, put some money away, start buy one thing, buy a book. I started with the book, and look, I'm not a Richard Branson here, but it's going good. It's going good, and it's not like as I said in my first video, I need this. It's just a little fun experiment I'm doing. So razor pits, we'll see how they go. I'm hoping for the best. That's my video. For more information or to stay up to date with these videos, just simply subscribe to my channel. It'll be here. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at Edwin Watson, and you can also subscribe to me on Facebook, and my favorite of them all, Google+. I don't do too much on Google+ or Facebook actually. I do more on Twitter, but you know, subscribe to all of them. I put different stuff on all of them to try to diversify. So let's see how this goes. Razor pit ahead. Cheers, thanks for watching.